Good morning, students. In the continuation of that classification of magnetic materials, we now start the types of materials after discussion of some preliminary terms. After discussing some preliminary terms like magnetic permeability, magnetic susceptibility, magnetizing force, intensity of magnetization, Bohr magneton, all these terms we have discussed in the last class. Now we start the classification of magnetic materials. So students, mainly three types of materials we have to discuss here. Number one, diamagnetic material. Number two, paramagnetic material. Number three, ferromagnetic material. So these three types of materials we have to study in this chapter. These are in our syllabus. So on the basis of magnetic properties, substances are classified into following three categories. So students, first type of materials are diamagnetic material. Dia means opposite, magnetic means magnetic field or magnetism. So these are the materials which are weakly magnetized or feebly magnetized or lightly magnetized in an external magnetizing field when they are placed in the field and in the direction opposite to the magnetizing field. So सिंपल सा फंडा है, सिंपल सी डेफिनेशन है स्टूडेंट्स कि जो मटेरियल्स एक्सटर्नल मैग्नेटिक फील्ड में रखने पर मैग्नेटिक फील्ड के अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में वीकली मैग्नेटाइज, अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में in opposite direction they are weakly magnetized, or we can say they are repelled in external magnetic field. So again I repeat, diamagnetic materials are the materials which when placed in an external magnetizing field get weakly magnetized in the direction opposite to the magnetizing field. In these materials net magnetic moment of atoms, ions or molecules is zero, means their molecules, ये जो मटेरियल्स होते हैं इनके एटम्स का, आयंस का, मॉलिक्यूल्स का अपना कोई नेट मैग्नेटिक मूवमेंट नहीं होता. बट व्हेन दे आर प्लेस्ड इन एन एक्सटर्नल मैग्नेटिक फील्ड, ए मैग्नेटिक मूवमेंट इज डेवलप्ड इन द डायरेक्शन अपोजिट टू द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. सो एग्जांपल्स आर, कॉपर इज वेरी कॉमन एग्जांपल. Copper is very common example. So if you want to shield yourself, if you want to shield yourself from an external strong magnetic field, then you can use copper shielding or copper jacket. So copper is very common material which is used as a diamagnetic material. Other examples are lead, bismuth, antimony, gold, silver, zinc, diamond, quartz, mercury, water, alcohol, hydrogen, nitrogen and all the inert gases. So now let us discuss their properties. What are the properties of these diamagnetic materials? This question is generally asked in exam. In classification of magnetic materials, you will be asked to explain their properties. So properties are common. One property is, if there is a bar, if there, you can see in this diagram, if there is a bar of a diamagnetic material and we suspend it freely in a magnetic field between two poles of a magnet, north and south pole, so this bar will align itself perpendicular. It cannot align in the direction because they are weakly magnetized in the direction opposite. So they are not magnetized in the direction, so it will be repelled, and they are not strongly repelled, they are not strongly magnetized, so they are weakly magnetized, therefore it remains perpendicular. So a bar of diamagnetic material when freely suspended in a uniform magnetic field, it align itself perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. In non-uniform magnetic field, they are repelled by the magnetic field. So when they are repelled by the magnetic field, then they shift from stronger to weaker region. In a non-uniform magnetic field, they shift from stronger field to weaker field. Okay, so this is north south and this is the magnetic powder taken in a watch glass. So in this region there is a strong magnetic field because poles are closer to each other, so stronger. So there is a dip in there is a dip in between, there is a dip in the middle because this is the region of a stronger field. So there is a dip and it is shifted towards the left and right, and here the poles are placed far apart. So there is a region of weak magnetic field. So the material powder accumulate and it is stored in it, and there is a heap of this diamagnetic powder. Okay, and these are the two graph I have drawn, variation of I and H. So H is the external magnetizing field. If some external magnetizing field is applied, then intensity of magnetization developed, but in opposite direction. So this graph is on negative y-axis, and this shows the variation of magnetic susceptibility with temperature. So students, the susceptibility of diamagnetic material is independent of temperature. Diamagnetic material की susceptibility temperature पर depend नहीं करती है, except bismuth. Bismuth is an exception case, except bismuth. Okay, so the next property is when a diamagnetic material is placed in a uniform magnetic field. Okay, so magnetic field lines do not prefer to pass through the material, so you can see in this diagram there is a sample of diamagnetic material when placed in an external magnetic field. So these are pushed out, बाहर से निकल जाती हैं, अंदर से जाना पसंद नहीं करती हैं. They do not prefer to pass through, they are repelled. Now next property, their relative permeability is less than 1. Permeability, because they are weakly magnetized in the direction opposite, so permeability is less than 1 and susceptibility is negative. And we have derived the relation between mu r and chi m. Since mu r is equal to 1 plus chi m, so chi m will be negative because mu r is less than 1. Susceptibility is independent of temperature. This I have explained you in the graph, except bismuth. In a U-tube, if a diamagnetic liquid is taken, suppose this is my U-tube, you can see diagram is not complete. I complete the diagram. So suppose this is a U-tube, and in U-tube, if a diamagnetic liquid is taken and a magnetic field is applied north south, okay, so it is depressed, ये नीचे चला जाएगा, and in other limb it will rise. So मतलब क्या होता है, since this diamagnetic liquid is repelled in the magnetic field, so it is depressed, the level will decrease. The level, if there is a U-tube containing diamagnetic liquid is exposed to an external magnetic field, the simple result is the level of liquid will decrease. Now the next type of materials are paramagnetic materials. So students, what are paramagnetic materials? These are opposite to the diamagnetic materials. Paramagnetic materials are the materials which, when placed in an external magnetic field, they get feebly or weakly magnetized in the direction of magnetic field. Okay, सो इन व्हाट हैपन्स इन दिस, इनके जो मटेरियल्स होते हैं पैरामैग्नेटिक मटेरियल्स के, एटम्स, आयंस और मॉलिक्यूल्स का अपना एक नेट मैग्नेटिक मूवमेंट होता है, बट these atoms ions are randomly oriented, so magnetic movement are also randomly oriented, so there is no net magnetic moment in a particular direction. So examples are, common example is aluminium. Paramagnetic material का common example aluminium, platinum, chromium, manganese, copper sulfate, crown glass, solution of salts of iron and nickel, and oxygen, sodium, potassium. So what are the properties? Properties are, when suspended in a uniform magnetic field, these properties are opposite to the diamagnetic materials. Diamagnetic materials में the bar align itself perpendicular, and in this it align itself parallel. ठीक है. इन नॉन यूनिफॉर्म मैग्नेटिक फील्ड डायमैग्नेटिक शिफ्ट फ्रॉम स्ट्रॉन्गर टू वीकर, पैरामैग्नेटिक शिफ्ट फ्रॉम वीकर टू स्ट्रॉन्गर. मैग्नेटिक इन डायमैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस डू नॉट प्रेफर टू पास थ्रू, इन पैरामैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस प्रेफर टू पास थ्रू बट नॉट स्ट्रांगली. ओके, the diamagnetic material has mu r less than 1, paramagnetic mu r is greater than 1. Diamagnetic susceptibility is negative, paramagnetic susceptibility is positive. Diamagnetic susceptibility is independent of temperature, but paramagnetic susceptibility depends on temperature, inversely proportional to temperature. So chi m is equal to c by t. If a diamagnetic is taken in a U-tube, diamagnetic liquid is taken in a U-tube and subjected to an external magnetic field, then level will fall, but in paramagnetic the level will rise. Okay, so this is all about the paramagnetic material. So you have seen that the properties of paramagnetic materials are opposite to that of the diamagnetic materials. Now the last type of materials which we have to study are the ferromagnetic materials. So these are the stronger materials. If these materials are placed in an external magnetic field, then they get strongly magnetized. These are the materials, the materials which are strongly magnetized, so this is strongly magnetized in the direction of external magnetic field, then they are called the ferromagnetic materials. Examples are iron, cobalt, nickel, gadolinium. Gadolinium is an alloy, ठीक है, एलनिको, निपरमैग एंड इनवार. सो देर आर सम एलॉयज विच हैव फेरोमैग्नेटिक प्रॉपर्टीज. I have also written here. Now what are the properties? Properties are similar to the paramagnetic but to stronger degree. Properties of ferromagnetic materials are similar to the paramagnetic but to higher degree, except the following. So these are the two other important properties of these ferromagnetic materials. With the rise in temperature, Chi-m decreases. In case of this ferromagnetic materials, Chi-m decreases. At a certain temperature, ferromagnetic passes over to paramagnetic. So students, you should remember that if temperature is increased, then ferromagnetic converts into the paramagnetic. The temperature is called the Curie temperature or Curie point. So there is a temperature at which ferromagnetic material becomes paramagnetic. So for example, for iron, this is 770 degrees Celsius. For nickel, and 365 degrees Celsius. Okay, for nickel and for iron it is 770 degrees Celsius, and for nickel it is 365 degrees Celsius. At the temperature above the Curie temperature, a ferromagnetic becomes ordinary paramagnetic, whose Chi-m C upon T minus Tc. So I have drawn the graph of these materials, susceptibility versus temperature for paramagnetic and for ferromagnetic. So at one particular temperature, ferromagnetic becomes paramagnetic. So students, after covering all this classification of materials, so three types of materials we have discussed here. Okay, so in next class we will discuss the explanation of these property. Why does it happen? Why does ferromagnetic shows ferromagnetic properties, and diamagnetic material, what is the cause of these kind of properties, diamagnetism, paramagnetism and ferromagnetism. Okay, thank you and thank you so much.